Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Volcano-AC and this episode is part 1 out of 2 of reuniting with my 33-year-old electric guitar. Yes, I got that electric guitar when I was a very young kid, when I could barely play any guitar, but it brought so much fun to me that today, in 2022, I want to have it in my hands again and bring it right here to the studio. So, to make it interesting, I'm not gonna tell you which brand of guitar it is. However, let me talk a little bit about the history first, the specs, and then give you some clues to see if you can guess which guitar I had 33 years ago. First, let's start with the story. I grew up in Guatemala City. For those of you that don't know where Guatemala is, you have the US right here, then it's Mexico, and then Guatemala. I grew up there, and I was always fascinated in playing the guitar. My first guitar was an acoustic guitar from the brand Maxtone. I don't think these guitars are made anymore, and it was not a premium brand on those days either. However, that guitar brought me so much joy. After playing the acoustic guitar, I really wanted to play some rock tones as well, and my mom and dad were kind enough to buy me my first electric guitar and also my first amp. My first amp at the time had no brand. As far as I can remember, it was a brandless amplifier. It was a solid state amplifier, had 2 channels. The first channel was the clean channel, and the second one was the one that I was able to crank to get the rock tones that I was looking for. It was on the lines of a blackface or British style of a tone, and quite frankly, it made me so happy. It was by no means a Marshall tone or a Fender tone. However, I use it a lot and it brought me many years of joy. Now, the electric guitar is a completely different story because it is a brand that is still manufactured today. It is a brand that today specialized more in amps rather than guitars, but they have a really nice line of electric guitars. The amps are, I don't have one, but from what I know, they're pretty good, and what I see, they have good collaborations with people in the rock or heavy metal arena in order to bring the amps to the market. And some of their tones are kind of classic on the heavy metal music style. And just by saying that, I think most of you will know the brand of the guitar I had 33 years ago. But for those of you that are not as familiar with the heavy metal, let me tell you that one of the particularities of this electric guitar is that it came with a manual, how to operate the guitar. Not every guitar was like that back then, and today I don't think the guitars come with any manual of some sort. But I should say that I don't have the manual anymore for that guitar. I was so young that I don't even know if the store had the manual for me. However, what I remember very good is that the guitar came with a very nice solid plastic case for transporting the guitar, and it was 4.0 inside with a very nice material, and the case was the same brand as the electric guitar. The case was actually really good. When I see cases today, or the bags that come with the electric guitars, they are kind of a joke, really, compared with the cases we used to get back then, included in the price of the guitar, as I can remember. Okay, so let's talk now a little bit about the specs of the guitar. It had, as far as the details I was able to find in modern days, the body was made out of poplar wood, and it had a maple neck. It should have had between 22 and 24 frets. It had a single coil and humbucker pickups. It had, of course, a volume control, tone control, and the switch to select the pickups that I was using at the time. Like I mentioned, the company is still around today, and I'm gonna give you a tremendous hint to see if you can guess which is the brand of this electric guitar, and please write it down in the comments below to see if you kind of have an idea of which brand we're talking about. But one of the big giveaways of this brand is that it was made in the USA. Right here in America is where this brand or this guitar was made, and they're still in operation today. The style of guitar, it came from 1989. I don't think I got it on 1990, but maybe somewhere early 90s. As far as I know, I only have one picture playing this guitar, and the picture dates from 1995. So when I'm able to bring that guitar here, I'm gonna show you a picture of me with that guitar back in 1995 and the picture with that guitar in 2020. Another piece of information that I think will be appropriate to indicate is that, as probably you have seen in this channel, I am a left-handed guitarist, and in Guatemala City at that time, they didn't have really left-handed electric guitars. So I had to get a right-handed electric guitar and then flip the order of the strings in order to be able to play it. I know that's kind of weird, and the volume and tone control, they were always here on this part of my arm because I had to move on top of them, and if I was getting too excited playing the guitar, I might by mistake move the knobs and either change the volume or the tone, which was pretty annoying. However, I see that this brand in 2020 has left-handed guitars, which I am extremely excited. But maybe just the stores that I visited on those days, they didn't have the guitars. Maybe there were other stores with left-handed guitars, but for the most part, as far as I can remember, my mom and dad, they both really tried to get me a left-handed guitar, and that was just not possible, or not even a custom order, only the guitars that they had back then. So what happened with the guitar? Well, years went by. I played for a couple of years, and then I moved on to doing some studies and moving out of the house like everybody else. And a family member asked me many years ago, hey, you know, I know that your electric guitar, you have it back where you grew up. Is it okay if I can take it? I have my kids that are interested in learning how to play guitar. Can I take it with me for them to play? And you know, I thought, that's so much joy that somebody that I know that is gonna live far away will have the opportunity to have a free electric guitar and allow the kids to learn the guitar. And I was not gonna be greedy that I was not playing the guitar, I had no time to play guitar. I was far away from where I had stored my guitar. So I said, absolutely, go ahead, take the guitar, and hopefully the guitar can bring joy to your family as it brought to me as well. And that has been the case, although I think the kids did not learn as much guitar as they were hoping. But they did try and they move on. They play flute and some other instruments right now, so that's super exciting. But they don't need the guitar anymore now that they have grown up, and now they are storing the guitar as well. So I reach out and say, hey, I'm willing to make a deal if I can go ahead and pick up the guitar. And they say, look, you let us have the guitar for free, we are gonna let you have your guitar back for free as well. So that's really a nice gesture. The guitar today is not worth a whole lot of money really, because it's just not the best guitar out there. Let's just say it as it is. It was, like I say, my my very first electric guitar, so I didn't got an amazing guitar. But it was a good guitar. It had nothing wrong and the tone was great. And today I want to try to make it sound even better than what it used to sound back then. So the only problem is that the guitar is not near me. So I might have to take 2 airplanes to get to where I need to go, and go and search and see if the guitar is still in playable conditions or what happened with the guitar. I haven't seen this guitar in probably 15 or maybe 20 years, so I have no idea what happened. If I'm hoping that the kids that were trying to play the guitar or trying to learn to play the guitar flip the strings back to right-handed. I know they are right-handed, so hopefully that happens. But if that didn't happen, that means the strings that are there are probably the strings that I used to play with. So that'll be even cooler, and we can see if this brand can keep the strings in tune for so many years. I don't think so, but hey, that'll be the test if the strings are still in the left-handed position on a right-handed guitar. So like I said, just with the expenses, the getting all the way, I need to go all the way to Europe to get this guitar. The expenses, the time that I need to dedicate for this, just that I can tell you right now, it's gonna cost me more than buying a brand new Gibson Slash Edition or PSR Custom Edition. But this guitar today to me has so much value that I'm willing to go to that length in order to get that electric guitar right here into the studio. Just to think about it, it gives me so much joy that I'll have the opportunity to bring that guitar back home. Alright, so if you have an idea of which brand of electric guitar this is, please put it in the comments below. Also, if you have an idea of what is the style of the electric guitar, write it in the comments below, and definitely I will reveal all these details once I have the guitar back in the studio. In my next episode, I will be filming a portion of my trip on flying overseas to search for my electric guitar from 1989. A 33-year-old electric guitar. Alright, I hope this video has been entertaining for you, and hopefully the part 2, which is the trip to go get the guitar, is even more entertaining. So don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. Alright, thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.